Hi, this is Peter the Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing a crystal ball reading here for the month of November. So it just feels though now, fast approaching now, is the silly season now for Christmas. So it just feels though we're all getting quite excited about things now, but we've got to keep a level head on things. So it just feels though now we need to just watch the money a little bit, and everybody's going to be saving. But it just feels though now we've just got to make sure we don't go too mad, because we don't know what's coming next year. I just feel as though we're going to be in what I call a bit of an up and down year with the economy, I feel. And I don't want to be the person of doom and gloom. I don't feel like it's all going to be negative. It's going to be affecting more the people who've invested a lot, but I do feel like it will filter down towards people as well, general people who are in the real world, if you know what I mean. But even some of people like ourselves are in the real world. Some of us do invest a little bit for our futures, and that's all good. But I just feel as though now I'm just expecting a little bit of turbulence in the air. So I feel like now it's going to be really filtering through, and I feel as though it's going to be continuing like this now for the next 3 or 4 months. So I don't want you not to have a good Christmas. I don't want you to not enjoy it, but I just want you to be wise. If you think you can sort of perhaps, well, not spend so much this much or be whatever with that, I just think it will be good. So just try and just keep hold of your money a little bit. So like I say, don't want to be the person of doom and gloom, because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is stretch your money. If you think normally you spend £500, try and spend just maybe 400. If you're a person who really goes a bit mad and you spend over 1,000, then maybe, cut that down maybe to about 800. Because I just get the feeling, it's about just making your money stretch. Or maybe a better way to do it is say, right, these are the things that I need, and really shop around. Maybe utilize the internet more than you've ever done to just make your money go that bit further. And then I feel like as you do that, you'll be cram the things in that we all need. And I feel so, yes. But I do feel though, spare a thought for a loved one around you. It just feels though is maybe struggling a little bit and may want sort of gifts in other ways, whether it's just a bit of your time, a bit of your company, or maybe cooking them a meal and taking it round to them. Because it just feels though not everybody's that bothered about gifts, but your time and your company. And sometimes we don't think about that being a gift. Sort of giving time and company and going visiting somebody. It's really nice. It really is. Even if you think they're okay, they've got their energy around them, they're all right. But it doesn't mean that they're not pleased to see you, or happy to invite you in for a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. It's just nice. It's the spirit of well-being and giving comes in many shapes and forms besides money. So try and think about that a little bit. Even if it's just a neighbour, maybe going on a little bit. I'm sure they would love your company and a little natter for half an hour. I just think it would be just absolutely beautiful. But other than that, it is the time of giving, and this is what it's all about. But I do feel as though just look at yourself a little bit, because sometimes I feel so through this year we've given a lot of ourselves, and I feel like we need to rest and recuperate a little bit. And I just feel as though now we need to stop pressurizing ourselves so much to get somewhere. And I feel like we just need to learn to breathe a little bit and relax and look after ourselves and maybe focus on our health a little bit more. And I think that would be a really good thing to do in many ways. And health can come in many shapes and forms for all of us. Some of it might be sort of dieting a little bit, a bit of exercise, or maybe just resting, having a bit more sleep, whatever it may be. That there's something I'm sure that, we're struggling with a little bit, and we haven't really given it time to sort of look at or focus on. And I feel so that's the way to do it. Also, I do feel as though it's a time where I just feel as though one or two of us, are going to be going through some bad times with relationships a little bit. And I just feel as though it's almost like, are we hanging on and seeing it through Christmas, or are we going to really cut our losses now and move on? And I feel like a lot of you are cutting your losses and moving on one way or another, and whether it filters out before, next year, or whether it's just we're sorting things out and we really cut the strings next year. But I do feel so a few of us are feeling the need of close family or friends to see us through and support us and get us where we need to be. But I just feel as though, again, don't let money hold you back. You've got to stay focused on what you want. And I feel roundabout on the sort of 13th of November, I just feel as though, I don't know what days that's falling on, but it's a day of arguments. So keep an eye on the 13th of November. Even if it's not connected with any breakups or splits within relationships, it's like we are feeling a bit tense about things, and it could be money that's a driving force of it. So just watch that a little bit. Some of you now are going to be focusing as well, as I've said, you know what, I'm sick of being where I am at the moment, and I'm going to start really pushing my career a little bit more, or any kind of business ideas that I've got. And I think it's a really great time to be focusing on it and gradually introducing them. But I feel so if you're on the workforce, try not to make any real rash changes now until January, because it just feels though you don't want to be changing now because you could regret it. Whereas January, everything's a bit more calmer, and I feel so they're going to be really employing people that they really need them. So I feel so look for your job inspirations early next year, and that is a good thing to do. Also, I just get the feeling some of you are going to feel a little bit religious now towards the end of this year. And religion can come in the religion of God, the Quran, or whatever it may be, Catholics, Church of England, it's all good. But I just feel like, try not to sort of push your faiths onto other people, because sometimes we may get carried away a little bit that, we're portraying this and we want to sort of carry the good word on. And the person next to you might just not be in that kind of way of thinking, or in the mood to be listening to it. And you may be trying to do good, but you've got to think, well, what's their beliefs? So if you feel like they're in the mood to listen, then fine, you can nudge it a little bit, but if not, then you've just got to let them get on with and find their own path a little bit. So just watch that a little bit. And just watch out now for some disagreements within family. And I just feel as though, and as you do this, I feel as though you should start to sort things out a little bit. But I feel like family might be winding you up a little bit, but try not to cause any great disagreements around you. And when it comes to health, just keep an eye sort of on your feet aching a little bit, and maybe your knees playing up. I just get this feeling sort of creaks a little bit there. And if any of you are focusing on gym work, don't be putting pressure on your knees, because sometimes we don't realise what we're doing. We're trying to push ourselves to keep fit and get better, but sometimes it can be detrimental if you push yourself too hard. So do watch that a little bit. Okay, but overall, I feel so November is a good month. It's not a bad month, but I just feel so you'll have your little moments with it. But just keep doing what you're doing and you should get there. And then hopefully come December, you should feel a bit more relaxed, not so stressed out with things, because you've done a bit of sorting out, a bit of planning in November to help you to get through December. And I think that's really good. So stay focused, stay calm, be there for people, connect with your friends and neighbours, give as much love as you can, and I just think it's all good. Because sometimes at this time of year we can all be about the money and we can all feel a bit self-centred, and it's just nice to think about other people. When I say we can be a bit self-centred, I don't mean to be criticising anybody, because we've all got what we're looking for, what we're seeking. And when I say self-centred, I don't mean just self-centred about you, about of our close ones around us, and that's not being self-centred, but think about other people as well. It's like, I know there's a lot of bad talk at the moment about the homeless, and the trouble is now that there's people coming on the street, or what they call professional beggars, and I know I shouldn't say this for being a spiritual person, but I'm going to say it. I hate it because they've got the ability to get money, and they have got the ability, but it's like they're milking it. And yet there's people out there who really are genuinely homeless, and they're giving them a bad name. And it's like, sometimes how can you differentiate from somebody who's milking, the generosity of the people, and somebody who's being quite negative and harassing you? Because you tend to find the genuine ones don't harass you, they just want a bit of help. And I don't know, it's difficult. People say don't give because they can get it in other ways. I don't know what's the right and what's the wrong thing, but I think even if you don't want to give money, give a cup of coffee. It'll warm that person up. And maybe that's the right thing to do, or buy them a Big Mac or something. And I think if we all can do that, once a week or whatever it may be, and maybe it will just help them a little bit, so I don't know. I could be wrong saying that, I don't know, but I'll let you think about that. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this reading today, and I wish you all the best. Have a great November and a happy Christmas that's on its way.